all of those are what they call collateral consequences of a misdemeanor, right?
Yes.
You're not talking about felonies, you're
That's
talking
right.
about misdemeanors.
Yeah, so 300 collateral consequences that were found by the American Bar Association.
And those things are consequences of the misdemeanors.
That's
So
correct.
you might not have jail time, but you have all these other things.
That's correct. But keep in mind now, you also have an issue in Ohio, you have home rule. And in home rule cities, they can actually have enhanced penalties. So paraphernalia becomes an issue. Someone may not have a joint in their pocket, but they've got a dugout or a bowl. For those of you that don't know what that is, that's a pipe. But if you've got that in your pocket, you might very well have a misdemeanor 1. You might very well do time in that city jail, and you will pay a fine as well. So, you know, it's not just the substance; it is the paraphernalia, and it does go across wide swaths of Ohio.
Why wasn't the Fresh Start Act the elements of this included in issue 3?
It's a great question. As you know, that my friend John Husted and I have had some battles here recently. There's no way possible that this issue could have been put together with the constitutional amendment because it's literally 2 separate issues. It has to be treated as 2 separate issues. And again, you can't expunge that which is still illegal. So you have to legalize and then you work for expungement.
So how does this work in terms of the timeline? Like, when would people, let's say that they both pass, when would people be able to then take advantage of it?
So it depend upon, so issue 3 passes, and let's say that the legislature takes this up the first quarter of next year, or let's say by May, just because the last day that they could do it, it would actually become law within, I believe it's 30 days after that, and then, or maybe it's 90 days, I have to double check that, it's 90 days I think. So May, June, July, so probably the first week of August, and then you would have the ability to go to the court and seek expungement and sentencing review. And of course, then that timeline would shift closer to today if they pass it in March, right? So it would be closer to July.
Or if they don't pass it, you would...
If they don't pass it at all, then we put it on the ballot in 2016, November. It's on the presidential election. It's received 75% of the support from voters, because voters really do believe in a second chance and a fresh start. And we will put it there, then it would become law, I think 30 days after that, so the first week of December of 2016.
Do you really think the General Assembly is going to act on this?
I don't know what the General Assembly will or will not do, Laura, you know better than I. Follow them as long as I have, and they are, I think that ultimately there is a just body there, and I think when people start to think about what this means as far as our citizenry, I know that Senator Seitz is now looking at the issue on driver's license. I think that he and others are going to take a look at this and what sort of injustice there is, as well as the connection between the conceal and carry law that the very body passed and how this does relate to other folks and the concern there. Look, we can't keep putting people in jail, we can't keep writing tickets, and we can't keep punishing people the way we're punishing people today under Ohio's marijuana laws and hope that we're going to be a better and more just society. We've got to figure out a different way forward, and I think that's part of what you're seeing with the governor. You're seeing that certainly with the ACLU working with the governor and Governor Norquist and mass incarceration, and this is a piece and a part of that whole puzzle.
Why are you putting this, submitting these signatures today? Don't you have till the end of the year to technically submit it to the Secretary of State?
Every day that we wait, people move. Every day that we don't file, we don't send the message. And we've got over 236,000 signatures. We know we have the number of signatures necessary to qualify to put this before them. We want to get this in, get this process started, and move forward. It also, it does send a very clear, loud message to the legislature that if you do believe in justice and social justice, and you believe in helping our society, that this is something you can hitch your horse to and move forward with.
What's the minimum number of signatures you need?
Just under 92,000. I can get you the exact number.
To clarify, if issue 3 fails in November, do you abandon this effort?
No, this will go on. This will literally continue on through next year. Working together with faith leaders, we're certainly looking at the 92,000 ballot signatures. Look, we got 92,000 signatures plus. We got 235,000 in less than a month.
Can you just say, though, that you can't expunge something that's still illegal? So if issue 3 doesn't pass,
we can still move forward because inevitably marijuana is going to be legalized. It would not be just to simply abandon this when we know that marijuana is going to be